What's good, Melanin Warriors? Today we're diving in on another episode that's not just a hairstyle, it's a story, it's a history. Today we're talking about the powerful and intricate history of braids. So let's get it, man. Let's go.
Stand for something, you gon' fall for anything. Melanin Warriorz. Let's go.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Warriors.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Warriors.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Warriors.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Melanin Warriorz.
Melanin Warriors. I shade all my kings and queens. Melanin Warriors. Either you stand for something or fall for anything.
Braids are way more than a fashion statement. They're a cultural symbol rooted in African history, a tool of survival during slavery, and even a form of resistance. I'm talking about thousands of years back to Africa. Braids have been part of African culture for over 5,000 years. Did y'all know some of the earliest depiction of braiding dated back to like 3,500 BC? I didn't either, man. But in many African societies, braids weren't just about looking good like we do now. We gotta have a fresh braids, fresh dreads, what have you. They were a way of communicating. The way someone's hair was braided could tell you their tribe, their social status, their marital status, or even their age. Braids were kind of like a personal ID card back then, man, which is simply amazing. And the artistry, unmatched, man. The patterns and the techniques were passed down through generations, symbolizing community and tradition. Braiding was also a communal activity. Women and sometimes even men would sit together for hours braiding hair and sharing stories. It was a bonding experience that strengthened relationships within the communities. Now, we're going to go ahead and fast forward to one of the darkest chapters in American history. Y'all know it. I know it. They try to cover it up and all this other stuff and make it seem like it was slavery's bad. That's it. And there was so much more to it. But, we're talking about the transatlantic slave trade. When Africans were captured and enslaved, their hair was often shaved off. This was a way to strip them of their identity and connection to their homeland. So my people that says this person and that person, you need a haircut and you should cut your hair and you're not looking neat and all this other stuff. Educate yourself on what this hair represents. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take my hat off for this one. You know what I'm saying? What this hair really represents. But here's where the resilience of our ancestors comes through. Enslaved Africans started braiding their hair again. But this time, it wasn't about identity. It was about survival. Braids were used as maps. Yeah, maps. And I'm sure a lot of y'all knew that already. And some patterns were designed to help people escape plantations. They could map out escape routes or mark safe houses. For example, the iconic cornrow style, which I'm sure many of y'all have worn, I've even worn once upon a time, man, is believed to have been used that way exactly, showing their ingenious way. For me, learning about this was both showing the ingenious of our people, and it was heartbreaking at the same time. It's a reminder of the creativity and strength that our ancestors had, even in the face of unimaginable suffering, which we still have, by the way. The creativity is still out there. Shout out to the locticians. Shout out to the cosmetology students, everybody that graduated cosmetology, those that just be braiding in their mama kitchen, man. Shout out to y'all, because y'all are amazing. And what y'all are doing is not just about a hairstyle, it's way more about history. So now we're going to move into the modern times. Braids have become a powerful symbol of highly melanated identity and our pride. In the 1960s and 70s, during the civil rights movement and the rise of the Black Power movement, braids were worn as a statement. They said, hey, we're embracing our roots. Like it or not, we really don't care. And we can't forget how braids have faced discrimination. Even today, some schools and workplaces try to ban braided hairstyles, label them as unprofessional. Prime example is, a couple years ago, I'm sure y'all knew that kid that was wrestling, and they made him cut his hair right there on the spot if he wanted to continue wrestling. The kid was crying and all this other stuff. And that's the notion, that's the Eurocentric way of thinking that has been passed down to us, thinking that if you have long hair, if your hair is dreaded and braided and stuff like that, it's unprofessional, it's messy. And we as a people, our own highly melanated people, need to get away from this way of thinking. I mean, if you like your little Caesars, you know what I'm saying, your little Boosie fades, all the other stuff. I mean, you do what you do. You know, your style is your style, but just know that growing your hair is beyond just the style. You know what I mean? It's our history. It's our heritage. It's who we are. It's a constant battle to remind people that our hair is not a trend. It's our heritage. But despite the challenges with the braids as well as the dreads too, if you guys seen the last episode, they continue to thrive as a global phenomenon. Celebrities like Zendaya, Lupita, and even Solange, just to name a few, have been seen repping their braids on the red carpet, reminding the world where it all started from. Braids are more than a hairstyle, they're a legacy, guys. They're resilience, creativity, and pride all woven into one. Next time you get your hair braided or see someone rocking braids, remember the story behind it, y'all. And if you got your own stories, you know what I'm saying, connected to your braids, whether it's something you learned from your family or how it's part of your identity, y'all go ahead and drop some in the comments, man. I love to hear it. I love to talk to you guys about how you cherish your hair, how important the hair is to you being highly melanated or just melanated. You know what I'm saying? Rock your hair. You know what I mean? And y'all, like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the Melanin Warriorz Podcast. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday for those of y'all who celebrate Christmas. And peace and blessings, my people. Ashe.
You can fall for anything. Melanin Warriors. Let's go.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N.
Warriors.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N.
Warriors.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N.
Warriors.
Melanin Warriors, Melanin Warriors. I shade all my kings.